portion of the occiput. So you take a little tissue pull, so you have the posterior portion, and different hand contacts the opposite side. You can put a little lateral flexion to the neck, and you're going to rotate the patient's head. Right? You tuck your arm in, and once in a slack, you're going to impulse P to A, right on the occiput. Right? And the other seated one he has is a seated occipital lift. So here, patient would turn their head.
Shut that chin, Daddy.
Who's in there? No, he doesn't like it on Fridays. All right. To us, it doesn't really matter how you want to do your hands, whether you want to take all your fingers and do what Dr. Good has, the guy in the church or something like that. I don't know if you want to do that, or you just want to interlock them or just overlap them. You know, it doesn't matter though. As long as you make whatever contact you feel fine. You get onto the posterior occiput, reinforce. And you're going to laterally flex the patient's head, and pull up, right?
So what would be the difference between that and lateral flexion? That was LAD, right?
Well, it's a long axis distraction slash lateral
So if
flexion. You're really doing them both
When you're
together.
flexing like that, you're gapping the right joint, correct?
Yeah.
It's about,
yeah,
it's about
yeah,
what joint
yeah.
you're gapping.
Where's the
Yeah.
contact point again?
Well, you're going to be somewhere, back in the posterior occiput area,
Okay.
right? So those were those two seated, and then there's occiput two, one prone, one supine, so I did supine. And the supine index mastoid push for lateral flexion. It's a lateral flexion. The piece is usually very slightly flexed up. You use an index contact, slide down off the posterior occiput to get towards the mastoid process, right? Slide down. Then you're going to laterally flex the patient's head, and you add a slight little bit of rotation, and you get an impulse from lateral to medial. Right? It's an index contact, right? Yeah, index contact. And then you have prone, so you go prone. You can do a prone hypophenar. So again, this will hang up the edge here. But what you would do is, when the patient turns, you want to release this occiput, patient raises their head. As they turn, this arm slides underneath. And with the hypophenar, you're taking a hypophenar contact on the occiput here, right? You would distract and pull down. Remember, we made a modification, we used the forearm.
So you could do either.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just so that clarification, the side that you're getting, it will be the side that's up.
Yeah, if he turns here, this would be the side that you're going to gap, because it's gapping over your hand that's underneath, so you're opening this one. All right, so let's try those.